up, internet? It's me, Prady P. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to make a really quick kind of speed run video on how I am making Weiss Schnee's Myrtenaster rapier sword, which is obviously in the show Ruby. I just finished Crescent Rose, which is Ruby Rose's weapon, and I have wanted to do a Weiss Schnee cosplay for a long time. She's probably my favorite character on the entire show. I just relate to her so much. So to get started, I actually got this. It's off of a set of blinds, and it was just a broken piece that I took from work. And I'll also be using some little PVC pieces as well as EVA foam. This prop is hopefully going to have moving parts to it, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so to begin this process, what I did was find the right round shape to trace. Turned out to be a spray paint can. I traced that onto 6mm EVA foam, I believe, then measured my PVC pipe in the middle of that and cut out those pieces. And then I just sort of fit everything together on the PVC pipe and super glued a piece of 4mm foam around that to make the dust round barrel that is on Weiss Schnee's sword. Here you can see the finished product of that, as well as the base, the skeleton of everything. It was the blind rod with a piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe on the bottom of it, just kind of sandwiched together. And then all I had to do to make the moving piece was slip the barrel over the blind rod, and it worked. Next, I marked out the little dust around areas so that I could trace those out and do some dremeling and painting there. Basically, I just kept the reference photo in front of me the whole time and sort of drew this freehand. I'm not great at drawing, but this does actually look better in the finished product because it's all painted and pretty and different colors. Before I did that, this video kind of jumps around. I apologize. I went ahead and laid the blade and the dust barrel out on a piece of tracing paper and used my reference photo to sort of draw out what I would want the hilt pieces to look like. After that, it was just a matter of cutting them out of the 8mm EVA foam and drawing on all the little intricate details in each one individually. It took a really long time. My hand cramped up a lot. And if that didn't cramp my hand up enough, next I took my tiny grinding stone attachment in my Dremel and dremeled out all of those little details that I just drew on there so it would look like it was etched into the metal or foam that it's made out of. My Dremel got really warm during this process. It was scary, but it looks good. Then I went ahead and hit all of that with a heat gun, which helped me get rid of all of the little foam fuzzies and opened up all of the little cuts and dremels and edges in this. It also helped me heat seal the foam, making it easier to paint and making a smoother surface, which was really awesome. After I had all of the pieces heat sealed, I taped down some newspaper and Plasti-dipped the crap out of them to make a smooth surface for painting. Plasti-dip is just a really good rubberized spray coating. You want to make sure that you're wearing a mask when working with it. After that was dried for a couple of hours, I went ahead and hit this with a couple of coats of really bright silver spray paint. That worked out really well. Then I chose a few different colors that I could see on my reference photo and went ahead and painted them in. They're the different dust colors in the world of Remnant. So I used 2 small paintbrushes, one really thin paintbrush, one that was just kind of flat and thin to help me spread out the paint evenly and make it look smooth and pretty. This was really fun because of all the different colors I got to use. Next, I went ahead and cut a piece of 6mm EVA foam to use for the grip on the hilt. And I just dremeled it out a little bit and just sort of shaped it to the PVC pipe. And you can see the progress here where I have it hot glued. Hot glue seems to work really well when gluing things at an angle or tightly wrapped up. So you guys may have noticed that I am kind of doing a speed run of this prop just to see how quickly I can get it done while maintaining the quality of the product. Right now I just have everything coated in its base of silver, and then these parts here and here, this is still drying up here, these will be used to glue the pieces from the hilt onto. As you can see here, these will just attach to that, and it will allow this portion in here to spin just like Weiss's sword on Ruby. After I got a few extra pieces on to hold the hilt pieces, I went ahead and glued those on with some hot glue. Next, I worked on the blade. I had no idea how I was going to do this, so I figured the best thing would be to sort of wrap the blind rod in EVA foam. That way I could carve it out later and it would have a sturdy surface inside. I just started by getting a few scrap pieces of foam, contact cement on them, and then letting them dry. I sandwiched it together and was actually able to carve out a few different pieces, and it looked pretty good. Carving the blade took forever, and I really need to find a better way to do this because it kind of looks like a lumpy turd if you get up close. Finally, I primed the blade with some diluted craft glue and sprayed it with silver spray paint. Here is the finished product of all of that hard work I just did in this video. This is a completed replica of Weiss Schnee's Myrtenaster rapier sword. I am pretty in love with the results. I would say that something I need to probably improve on would be learning how to make blades for weapons, because this is, if you look up closely, kind of chunky, kind of looks a little bit, I guess, maybe battle worn, but I think it could look a lot better, and I think it could be a lot sharper. Something that I am extremely excited about and really proud of is the fact that this prop has a moving piece, and that is exciting, and this was actually my favorite part of this prop to make. Some things that I didn't include in the video, I just attached different little pieces to just make everything kind of run seamlessly. I attached these 2 rolls of EVA foam so that I could glue these pieces to the prop and have enough room for the spinning portion to continue to spin. Then I used little 1/2-inch pieces of EVA foam right here, glued them together in kind of a square, ran my Dremel down the middle of it, and made sort of a gun barrel type thing, which is what I would imagine Weiss's weapon shoots the dust out of. But overall, I'm really happy with the result of this. This was a really quick build. It's taken me probably a week to finish it, and painting and everything is done. It's not like 100% dry. Like, I wouldn't take this out and start, slapping at things with it, but it is close enough to dry. I just used a really bright silver spray paint for all of the painted parts. And yes, this is Weiss Schnee's Myrtenaster, and I'm hoping to start on another project soon. Not quite sure yet. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any ideas or if there's something you want to see me make, be sure to comment down below. As always, if you'd like to keep up with what I'm doing on this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video if you thought it was cool. Thank you guys. Bye.